branding opportunities. Both are great labels. QC has done a great job of finding those opportunities to expose their artists to even bigger markets. Like Target, that's just a universal place. And Lil Yachty getting a campaign with them is great. He's also doing with Sprite, Nautica. You know, you just really have to, because sometimes brands, they don't care about what makes sense or whatever. They'll just throw money at you because you provide them with. But those are the ones where do you really see, when they don't receive a return on their investment, they start to question why. That's one of the reasons why. But QC's doing a great job with that, and Yachty makes sense for some of the campaigns that he's with. I think Sprite was the best one. But yeah.
Because with Sprite, you know, you automatically working with like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. People don't understand, like, these companies have like brands top of them and underneath them. So like I look at LeBron, like how he got deals with Coke and Powerade and all that. Like,
let me tell you, LeBron is probably one of the best examples, if not the best example of branding right now, because it is, once again, Nike. It's just, he's using that brand visibility and that those resources that he gets to just take his platform to another place. You ask, how can LeBron get any bigger? We're gonna see it. And he's also bringing up people with him, and that's one of the main things that I want to do in my career. As I climb, as I rise, I want to look back and, you know, bring people up with me. I want to create opportunities for people. I want to. I don't. You know. I want to be a person that, you know, I recognize the potential in people, and I'm able to help them hone it and create something for themselves, so they can create an opportunity for someone. You know, people say there's not enough unity in Miami or not enough collaboration. That's the best way to do it. You know, being willing to recognize people's potential and not and be confident in your own, that you know that recognizing someone else's potential doesn't mean that you're taking away from what you have or what you can do, because we all have something unique to offer. So it's really where it's at for me. And then when I think of branding, like the ultimate form of that is Rihanna. You know,
Rihanna's with the Samsung deal was like, then she have her own line of makeup and all that. It's just
and I think that's like branding goals, when you can use the platforms that you get from your partnerships to create a level where it's not that you don't need those partnerships anymore, but you've just elevated so past them that now you can become the person or the brand that people go to help them elevate. You know what I mean?
You to control the meetings. Like you be like, I want to meet up for something. I have a new idea, and then like CEO or the creative director at Samsung, like, you know what, we could meet up this Thursday. You know,
exactly. And as Black people, you know, we are the culture. When you look at the culture, Ho said it, nothing moves without us. And, you know, I just feel like the more of us who realize our influence and just our coolness and what we have the potential to do, and if we just invest in each other, we'll get a lot further than we would alone. Listen, without collaboration, you're only going to get so far. No one does it.
So names for you the people that you brand, that you help with the branding.
So currently I'm helping my artist that I work with, his name's cedricbrazle, really trying to help him get out there. He's an R&B artist, very talented. We're working on his project, and we're just trying to, you know, build him as the next face of R&B, because he just has a passion for it. One thing I can say about Cedric, he studies this. Like, he has a great understanding of music history, and he appreciates the sacrifices the artists who came before him gave to help him get in a position now. And he's a great artist. I'm really excited for him. NMB's own flokid, I recently started working with him, and you know, we got some good things lined up for him. flokid has a great buzz out here, and I really believe in his potential.
How was the event last week? I couldn't make it.
Oh, that was great. You know, when flokid throws an event, people are going to come out and support. Shout out to the Black Dot Agency, great venue spot in Hialeah. And it showed a lot of love. And his documentary is coming, Lil Josie, his album is coming.
Can't wait
and
for that.
we're just really trying to. We're not flokid. He has support. He has the love of his city. We're trying to take that to a next level, and just really help him blow up out here because he's so talented. And I really believe that he's next up. But yeah, and then I work with some small up-and-coming brands. I'm working with a luxury bag line right now, trying to get that off. It's called Nimi. And we're really repositioning right now, but we're just trying to really get that to the market in the right way. Doing some work with a local designer named Plus Gibbons. Yeah, I'm trying to just show my value. Basically.
Because you do a lot. You do pretty much media, journalism. You do brand marketing. You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And it's not in my notes, but as a young woman that's in business, can you give advice to the next young lady that's coming up?
My advice is to know your voice, understand your voice, and be confident in your voice. As a woman in this industry, people are going to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. And it's on you to make sure that you know that whatever you are talking about and you're confident about, make sure you execute. Like, that is something that I'm really trying to make sure that I even understand and follow through with myself. Make sure I'm always executing. Make sure I'm always showing my value. And that's just not just women specific. That's for anybody in the industry.
Yeah.
And just follow your passion. Don't you don't have to compromise yourself to get to where you want to go. Keep your integrity, keep your dignity. Anything you don't do anything you can't sleep with. And just believe in yourself. It's really that simple. Even on the days where you want to give up, on the days, because I'm here and I'm doing this interview with you, and in my mind I'm thinking I really haven't even done anything yet, so I don't even know what there's to interview because I just know what my potential is and I know how far I could go. But as I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, I'm like, if anybody listens to this and they have it inspires them to do all the things that they want to do, even if those things don't connect. Go do it. Don't let anybody place any limits on your life. And
it's interesting that you said that because I had a conversation with my godbrother yesterday about I look, my ultimate goal is not just be a millionaire, a billionaire. I want to have so many, companies and especially for our culture, I want to have all the minorities running them companies.
Yeah.
But the main thing I've seen, like what they say these successful people do is they reflect. So I always sit back about 30 minutes, listen to music, maybe for an hour, and just think about everything I've been through and what I achieved. And you right, I'm like you. I feel like I haven't done so much yet, but then I reflect. I'm like, damn, I came so far.
Yeah.
And I still got so much to go.
Yeah.
So.
And then you gotta ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? Like, I can say that I've sacrificed a lot, and I'm currently sacrificing a lot just to be able to do something that I don't have any blueprint for. But I have faith, and I know that I can go as far as I push myself to go. And so it's just like, ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? And then sacrifice it. And do what you gotta do if you believe in yourself.
Now, let's talk about your podcast, the Syllabus.
Syllabus podcast.
What's because I heard the episode, but I want to go into more, I want to hear from you and your perspective on where did that idea come from, because the title is dope, the art for it is dope.
So shout out to my boy John in Harlem. He's a media person, he's a TV producer. And maybe about I want to say 2 years at this point. 2 years ago, I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast, and I know it's wildly popular now, but at this point it wasn't.
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah.
Drink Champs.
Shout out to DJ EF, I had him on the show.
And this podcast called So Money by Farnoosh, and she's basically a financial journalist. And those 3 podcasts and just the way that they were so informed on their topics and the way they were able to just, I love hip hop, so obviously Drink Champs and Joe Budden's podcasts were entertaining to me. But just the information that I got from Farnoosh, about finances, and she doesn't only talk about finances, she talks about life and things like that. She interviews people. It was just so inspiring to listen to, especially as a woman. And I would also listen to Beats One Radio, and I just really loved like that aspect of just being able to just talk about music. And my boy John, he's so like he's well versed on like pop culture, but hip hop and a lot of things in music, he's not. So I would always find myself in a position where I was educating on him on things going on in music, especially hip hop. And so I was like, we should start a podcast. And he was with the idea. He helped me come up with the name. It was first called the Hip Hop Syllabus, but he gave the suggestion, let's like make it a little bit more inclusive. So we called it the Syllabus. And from there, it took a while to get off the ground, but we were able to start filming, recording the podcast. And, the concept is really just us we're like professors of culture. And
that's what caught me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sometimes he's a little bit more educated than I am, very rarely. And sometimes and a lot of times I'm more educated than he is. And we're just really giving our perspective and just, just having fun with it. A lot of people who have listened to it, they really enjoy the concept. They enjoy our dynamic. So I'm happy about it. I just want it to grow. So, and it will.
No, it will, because like even I just started listening to your podcast, and shout out to my boy Jabari. He got his own podcast called Why Not Us Podcast. I just love listening to podcasts where you have 2 people, talk about, current events and stuff like that, or even any different topic. Like, I got a quick shout out. Me and my wife, we got a podcast called Cuddle Talk as well.
Okay.
So that's more like relationship wise and stuff. But even I get what she mean. Like, the dynamics. People love listening to that because they feel like they're in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know.
Like John is my real life friend. We've been through some stuff, so it's like we can talk to each other in ways that like only friends can. And people really find that dynamic funny, and so I'm just happy about where it's gone so far, and I know both of us are very busy, so the time dedicated to it is not always there, but we're gonna get it together, and it's gonna grow.
That's what's up. So you're a hip hop head, and one of my favorite segments of the show that I like to ask people is a top 5. Since you love hip hop, who is your top 5 artists of all time?
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Of all time. Damn, like what I'm noticing? You can't really do of all time anymore.
Why not? Because
like,
it changes.
Yes, because music does change. Like like if you would have asked me my top 5 of all time in 2008, J. Cole wouldn't have been on that list because he wasn't out yet.
Yeah, he wasn't out yet. Yeah.
But okay, so Hove.
Okay, of course.
Brooklyn. Shout out to Hove. Mos Def, another Brooklyn.
You were the first one to put Mos Def on.
I love Mos Def. I love Mos Def. My favorite rappers of all time. Method Man. Love Method Man. DMX. Am I at 5?
No, you had like 4, I believe.
I gotta add Fabulous in there.
You the first to put him on there.
I'm a very, very, very big Mariah Carey fan. That's not hip hop, but she is.
You could put, if you want to put, music, like of all time, like top artists in general.
Yeah, artists of all time. Okay, so if we're gonna do top artists of all time,
yeah,
Cole, Mariah, Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Top. Anita Baker. Just amazing. There's a band, a classic rock band called Fleetwood Mac. One of my favorite bands of all time. I mean, I have so many. Like it's hard to. I feel like I'm disrespecting one by not mentioning the other. But there's so many. Mary J. Blige, Toni Braxton. I love J. Cole. You know, Beyonce's cool.